Sam and I are heading up to the Parkway today to go chase some brook trout. And on the way, as we normally do, Sam knows all these really cool places. So we're in Balsam, North Carolina. As you can see here, this is Old Lady Hotel, or Old Lady on the Hill Hotel here in Balsam. But pretty cool place. And we'll give you a little backstory here in just a second on this place. But fun little treasure sitting up here in the mountains. Sam, tell us a little history here about this area.
Well, you see the train track behind me that runs and connects all the way up to Nashville and Chattanooga and all that area. And in the early part of the last century, when the train would come through, it would stop here many times for the night, and the gentry, the moneyed people, would get carried up from the train in wagons to stay in the Grand Old Lady Hotel.
Wow.
And this is a huge wood structure with, I guess, maybe 75 or 80 rooms. I've stayed here many times, so I don't know how many rooms are in it, but a great restaurant, a big open area for sitting and everything, and a huge veranda on the front. Was very pleasant to sit in. And then the next morning they would have breakfast, the gentry people would, and they would bring them back to the train, and then they would head on. And I believe the next stop was probably Waynesville, and then Asheville after that, and then it would continue on to Charlotte. And the little people who couldn't afford a hotel, they would sleep in the train or either pitch a tent.
Wow.
And sleep.
So you said something about a famous movie that happened around here too.
Well, there have been a lot of movies around here. My understanding from the management of this place is that one of the scenes, the restaurant scene in Deliverance, was actually shot in this hotel.
Wow.
Which was a short sequence. So that's my understanding. But it's a beautiful structure. It's made of heart pine. The floors are just incredible, but the walls, ceilings, floors, everything is wood. There's no plaster or anything in this thing.
Well, that's pretty cool. Thanks for the history. Well, here we go. Turning on to the Blue Ridge Parkway. And it's open. That's always a good sign, ain't it?
That's always a good sign. In the winter, it's not a given.
It is not a given. Here we go, folks. It's a beautiful day here, Blue Ridge Parkway. We're gonna go down there. So listen, if you hadn't hit our good buddy Big T, stop by the shop, get you a Sequoia River Outfitters new hat. Got the beanie too, pretty cool. He's got some long sleeve hoodies. I don't like hoodies. You like hoodies?
No, I don't like hoodies.
We're old. Old guys don't like hoodies, but the young guys do. So
I don't like hoodies.
Anyway, we're gonna fish bamboo today, obviously, and got the Touchstone bamboo. Sam, got your 7-foot.
Little 7-foot FE Thomas.
Got the FE out.
And
I think I'm gonna dry drop today. What about you?
I'm dry dropping.
Yeah, I'm gonna dry drop.
Dry dropping.
Yeah, I tied up some little black elk hair caddis.
No.
And
a little Parachute Adams action here.
well, he's gonna do parachute. I tied up some black elk hair, and I'm gonna drop a BWO size 20 off of it on a big T wide gap jig hook with a 2.5 millimeter silver tungsten slotted bead. And so
be a little more technical with that.
I'm gonna be a little more technical
with that. A little more
that.
technical explanation of what you're going to be fishing.
I'm gonna drop a wide gap, size 20 wide gap, about 15 to 18 inches off of that elk hair, and see if we can't get on it. So, all right, we'll meet you on the trail. There's the man, the myth, the legend, right there.
We're gonna have fun today.
Here we go.
Stairway to heaven.
One of the best walks that you can take right here.
This looks like the shut-in trail.
I mean, one of the prettiest little walks down the water. The water level's down a little bit today. Yeah.
Man, look at that little run right there.
That's a little pocket fishing right there, boys.
Yeah. Man, you're talking about a brook trout stream. This is it.
This is straight up brook trout stream. Yeah. Yeah. That's some fun fishing. Very technical, guys. So extremely clear. And nice time about this time of year is some of that rhodo is kind of wilted back, and give you a little room to cast. And there goes Sam's net. He's a net virgin.
Apparently.
He doesn't understand the finer points of a net.
Because I don't catch as big a fish as you catch.
Well,
here, stick that back. Can you stick that back?
That's true. You're gonna have a problem if you can't get that in there while you're fishing.
Well, I can if I really work with it.
So part of the challenge, guys, we talked about how technical and challenging it can be here. And the sun's behind us, so picking up our silhouettes. These fish will see it. They get real spooky.
What I try to do, what I was always taught, when you approach these dead still pools,
yeah,
is to try to fish as much of them as you can before you get in them.
Yeah.
Because the wave action
spooks
for a fish that's used to that glass,
yeah,
they see a wave come over, they know something's up.
Absolutely, absolutely. There he is. Yeah. Finally. Yeah, off he went. Hit that elk hair. So guys, you can see I'm a pretty good distance away, and the fish have already seen me. They're out over in here. They're moving all over the place. So shooting for cover, that's just how. And I'm a good 25 feet away. So that's just how challenging this water can be sometimes. So we did okay this morning, not great. So we're gonna hit a new spot and see if we can do a little bit better.
And look at the run down here.
Well, guys, holy cow!
This place will never look the same in our lifetime.
So that used to be a huge waterfall.
Well, a little waterfall, stair-stepped all the way up.
Yeah.
With huge trees. You just disappeared into the trees about right there.
Yeah.
You couldn't see any of that up there.
And the whole bridge is gone.
Well, everything's gone.
Everything's gone.
Yeah, the bridge started down there, and the steps went down, but the water was up all the way up here.
Yeah.
So right here, and ate away everything.
So I think that might be what we're seeing is
them fish are gone.
The fish have been kind of blown out a little bit.
They're down in the lower Pigeon River.
They are. So
I mean, we can go down there and maybe fish up and just see because if we don't catch anything right along in here,
yeah, we got rolled.
we're not gonna catch anything.
All right, guys. Well,
You know what? This is sad.
This is sad. This was premier spot.
This was a magical place.
Yeah.
It'll never see. That's the run right here, and that was just a solid deep run.
Oh yeah.
And now it's full of rock.
Yeah.
Full of boulders.
Well, listen, that's what Mother Nature does. Guys, we fished this water a long time and never seen anything like this.
I've never seen anything like that.
Sam, you've been coming up here for how many years?
50.
Never like this.
No. No, this is a lifetime event. Never, not in our lifetime will we ever see this back anything normal looking anymore.
Crazy. All right, we're gonna drop in here and see if we can catch a fish. There's a deer head tree if you've never seen it, so pretty cool little marker. But man, Sam.
Chris, I'm gonna dye my hair blue to fit in up here.
You'd look good in blue.
I mean, up this close, you know, to western North Carolina, I think I'd do just a blue streak down this side and a blue streak down this side.
You may actually catch something doing that.
Seriously.
We ain't gonna catch anything on that down there.
Really?
So
What's going on over here?
I'll tell you guys, it's kind of crazy, but this was good fishing water, and the floods just flat took it out. And not even kick up the fish. We got to where we were just trying to even see if we could kick a fish up, and not happening. So it may be years before this area is back. Anyway, well, that's a little update. Can't hotspot something that doesn't have fish, right, Sam?
That's right.
All right.
Cool spot it.
All right, guys, we're down here, dropped down to the Davidson, and more of the same. The whole area has just changed. So we're gonna see if we can sneak up. A couple fish rising down here. Oh! Missed him. Pretty little brook trout. Easy, easy. Oh, you got that good. Good little brook trout. So, a bunch of them sitting up in there. There's probably 15, 20 brook trout sitting right there. So we're just having to, I'm sitting down, squatting in the water, and just kind of bow and arrow it up in here. I just got a little elk hair on here. Let's see, they're all facing downstream now. There we go. There he goes. He got it. That's a good little fish. Yeah. Oh, he's a fighter. Yeah. Nice brook trout. Pretty fish. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I got you. It won't take long. You work with me, I'll work with you. Oh yeah. Pretty fish. There he goes. Hey, go back. Hey, go back. It's funny, they're all kind of facing the wall over there. Kind of like right there. There he is. All right, guys, we ended up down on the Davidson. Anyway, ended up with a good day. Caught a lot of fish. I don't know where Sam is, but he'll be back soon. And I'm gonna sit here at the truck and chill. But man, we saw some crazy things today. Areas that we fished that just aren't there anymore. So pretty sad. But anyway, so we found a lot of fish stacked up in some certain areas and had a good time. So seemed to be hitting the El Caricatus pretty good. Took the dropper off. Water's pretty shallow here right now, so day after Christmas. But anyway, had a great time, and hope you enjoyed the journey today. Talk to you soon. Thanks.